Good morning. Let's learn the second stanza of the poem F. If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. What does the poet say here? If you have the ability to dream, it's a good thing that you dream. But understand that it shouldn't be like the dream control your entire life. Some people dream of having a good family. Some people dream of having a beautiful house. Some people dream of having an affordable car. Some people dream of having lovable kids. Some people dream of having a successful professional and personal life. All these are dreams. It's not necessary that all your dreams can be fulfilled in life. It's not. The luck line shouldn't be favorable for everyone in the same way, but you don't have to feel devastated when you are lost in the game. That is what the poet is saying. We all dream, but it shouldn't be like that the dream will control your entire life. A science student who is preparing for medical entrance will put a lot of effort in clearing the exam. But if the child tries for the first time and fails, give a second chance and then again fails, and if he has lost all hope of getting, let the person try in some other profession that he or she feels comfortable. When you give that space for the child, probably the child also will feel comfortable and will not think that his or her life is only complete if he is able to achieve a successful profession. So that truth should be made clear to everyone. Right? That is what the poet is also saying. You all dream, but it is not necessary that the dream should completely control your life. You dream all your life to have a beautiful house on your own. Probably you won't be able to do anything in life, but you don't have to be shattered. Think that you have lived peacefully your life. It is what the poet is saying. And if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, you do one thing. You think and try to channelize those thoughts into proper goals. Because if you can think and use that thoughts for your own good to achieve your goals, that is the greatest thing that you can do in life. But remember that you are trying to think and trying to do something productively based on your thoughts, so that you can get results where you achieve goals based on the work that you have done. But remember this, that shouldn't completely control you. You will have many thoughts about life. You would have many aspirations about life. But these thoughts shouldn't completely control your mind if you are unable to reach the goal which you have kept in mind in terms of these thoughts. We all have thoughts, different kinds of thoughts. There are people who really work on these thoughts, put a lot of effort, but at times they fail in life. They won't be successful. But you don't have to feel devastated or lost, because it's not possible that every time you be successful, or it is not possible that you have to be successful in the work that you have done. A topper of the class may not be able to clear a medical entrance exam, but he might choose something different as his profession. It's okay. But the child is good for something or the other. Admit the truth. Likewise, you can think and not make thoughts your aim. Means what? You can use your thoughts, you can have good thoughts, and you can work on these thoughts so as to get good goals. But remember that there are times when you put all your effort and you can't turn to be a successful person. You can turn yourself to be a successful person. But you don't have to feel bad about that. There are thoughts in your mind to do something productive. You work on that, but there are chances where you fail in that attempt, but you don't have to feel lost. You have a long way to go. Understand the truth. This is clearly applicable for students preparing for entrance exams or any kind of competitive exams. They put all their effort all through their life to achieve success. They might invest day and night for this process, but they may fail. They get frustrated because they have not reached any point in life. But think about other work that you can do, if not this. That is how you have to keep peace with yourself. And then the poet is saying that if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, learn to accept success and failure in equal terms. Triumph means success, disaster here refers to failure. When you meet success and failure, treat those as impostors. See, whatever you have or enjoy in life is just a fleeting experience you have. The success that you enjoy is just a fleeting experience. It's not something that you are going to endure throughout your life. Failure, it's not something that you have to endure throughout your life. It's only a phase of life. You might have heard this famous expression, "This time too shall pass." That means any phase that may be bad or that may be good will last only for some time, after which everything will be the same. So accept that truth, and you don't have to take these imposters really into your head. There will be an imposter of failure. There will be an imposter of success, but you don't have to take it seriously into your head, and you don't have to feel lost. That is what the poet is saying. And further, what is the poet is saying? If you can bear to hear the truth you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. Or wash the things you gave your life to, broken and stoop, and build them up with worn-out tools. So if you can tolerate the truth, if you can tolerate what other people have said about you, if you can tolerate to hear the truth that you have spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools. What does it mean? If you can tolerate to hear the truth you have spoken being twisted by dishonest people to make a trap for the fools, you don't have to get worried, because that is what they all know to do. Because dishonest people, they always cook up stories and they tell lie. You don't have to do the same in return. But if you have that ability to tolerate the people who have cooked up stories that are not true, that is again good. These people are like that. People gossip, people say stories about you. Sometimes you may make a statement and somebody else would turn that statement in their convenience for their personal benefit, but you don't have to take it seriously. You should understand that the person is showing his level of standard, and you don't have to lower your standard based on the person who is trying to make you feel low. That is what the poet is saying. And further, the poet is saying that watch the things you gave your life to. Just see, you have invested all your life for your personal and professional growth. You just see the work that you have done in terms of your professional growth. See how far you have grown. And in that process, you might have invested all your time and energy. So look on that work that you have done. So when you do a work, there are many works that you get. Some work, when you attempt, you are able to achieve success. For some work, when you attempt, you may end up failing. So it's not necessary that for all the work that you do, you be successful. There are times when you do some work but you fail, but you move on with it, right? So that is what the poet is also saying. In life, you have to do work. You try to attempt different kinds of work, but when you fail in an attempt of doing a work, and you see the very structure is lying there completely distorted, you don't have to feel shattered. So listen here. What is the poet is saying? See, you might have invested all your life for your professional growth or personal growth, or just take a work that you have done. The whole life in itself, where you have invested for your growth, is now lying there in front of you in a distorted shape because one of your attempts failed. What will you do then? You rework on that material. So, watch the things you gave your life to. You might have invested all your life for the work that you do. And just see the work in which you have invested your time and energy. In one of your attempts, you failed. And now you see the very structure lying there broken, slanting. You will have to rebuild that structure with the old resources that you have in your hand. That is what life is. Life is always like that. When you find the very structure being lying there broken and distorted, slanting, you will have to rework on that structure with the old tools. The very foundation may be lying there broken because the attempt failed. So when you do a new work, that work in itself might have failed. And the very structure is lying there broken, twisted, slanting. What will you do? You will rebuild that structure of the foundation with the old resources that you have in your hand. Right? This is what the poet is saying. If you fail in your attempt of writing the entrance examination the first time, when you write the second time, you put all your effort in doing it, right? For which you take the same old resources and work on it so that you can be successful. So that is life. That is what the poet is saying in the second stanza. Thank you.